Hello there, butt-kicking fanatics, and welcome back to Streets of Rage 1, the Sega Genesis classic that started the franchise. And in this part, Mike and I are taking
going back through the conveyor belt.
We are going back through the factory level in level 6 after maxing out the difficulty and making it this far. So in this level, you gotta deal with Red Jacket Man, who has lots of health, but still deals the same amount of damage as his Green Jacket counterpart, whom we have learned to despise in earlier portions of this game. Thanks to Blaze's speed and cooperation, especially with careful coordination between players and the presence of the god of game control friendly fire damage, you are gonna have to keep your eyes out for enemies that are going to relentlessly pursue you no matter what you do.
Throwing enemies into each other still is one of the more effective ways of dealing with large groups.
Yes, it is.
Although getting them into stun lock animation is just as suitably amazing.
Because not only are you dealing throwing damage to the character thrown, you're also dealing collision damage to the character who gets collided with. Ow.
I mean, collision damage in this game isn't actually all that much, right?
It actually is quite a bit.
All right.
It's hard to tell because the health bars are invisible, but it deals quite a bit of damage. Oh, no, that's right, Fatty. So, just like we saw in normal mode, you gotta get ready for the mini-boss of Stage 6, because they can fucking destroy you when you max out the difficulty. We haven't quite gotten to that part yet. I did want to take a moment to acknowledge that it had been quite some time since we had recorded Streets of Rage 1 hardest mode playthrough. In the interim, I was able to enjoy numerous hours of the very latest and now much critically acclaimed addition to the Streets of Rage package, the fourth game, just released in 2020, Streets of Rage 4. What a fucking great game it is for $25. It is a pretty fucking awesome game.
That is actually a very nice price, especially since this is a heavily unsupported genre. We don't really get all that many side-scrolling beat-em-ups anymore.
Well, it's because it depends on your target market. Oh, get in position, guys. Fatties. All right, and lock them up. Don't give them an inch. Hold them back. Damn it, he broke free. Axel. Just hold your ground.
One fucking fire breath took out 90% of your health.
Yes, because the difficulty is maxed out. All right, now watch out.
No, don't.
Use the other special. Kill. One of them must die. One of them is weak. The one that I was punching is probably weaker than the other. No. I'm Michael's Axel. That's right, Michael's Axel. Okay. Damn it. Okay, we both got taken out by that. Not good. But the guy who got killed just got his special. Backup requested. Yay.
Alright, he's down.
Alright, fatties are down. And now, as we had been teased in numerous replays of this game, we can actually use the turkey that they leave for us. Because I can't tell you how many times those fatties completely killed us, got us back to full health, and then they gave us turkeys that we couldn't effectively use because we had full health bars.
Oh, those don't actually one-shot enemies. I was hoping that would actually be a gameplay mechanic where you could, bait them into the crushers and it would actually deal significant damage to them.
It does deal significant damage, just not lethal damage. The most effective environmental hazard in this game are bottomless pits. Bottomless pits will kill player characters, and they will kill any enemy that falls into a pit.
Yeah, but there's like 3 of them in the entire goddamn game.
So bottomless pits occur in stage 4 on the freeway because there's construction on the freeway. And then stage 7, which we will see next part, in which we had seen in part 4, or is it part 5? You also could throw enemies off of the elevator. It's highly recommended.
Oh, okay.
It's highly recommended you throw, especially throwing enemies off the elevator, because if you collide those throws with other enemies in the vicinity, then they will get knocked off and could also get thrown off the elevator in the same motion.
Which is very nice.
Which is massive damage.
Well, it's not massive damage. It's a one-shot.
So massive damage.
It's not massive damage if it's a kill, okay? Damage implies that they survive.
Don't smoke.
We had some firecrackers left over from one of our neighbors' house parties from Memorial Day. I stepped on them whilst I was walking the dog about. It was a surprise.
Oh, yeah, you're telling me. That's a little Happy Memorial Day. Remember this? I might have stepped on a ghost bomb growing up. As like one of those wrapped up pieces of like thermite or whatever they use, so that when you throw it at the ground, it makes a loud popping sound. Yeah, I probably stepped on some of those growing up, barefoot, by the way, because
but stepping on them barefoot is terrible. But as long as you actually have shoes on, you should be okay.
Juggler. All right, observe the police car that they just gave us. Now crash the screen. Go get the life, and go to the right. Go to the right. Don't stop. Blaze is stopping for some reason.
So that she can use her special that she picked up.
That is a terrible application of a special. You've only got 2 kills with that. But we did it in self-defense because we were low on health, and one thing that we definitely did not like having happen was dying while holding special.
Right.
Which, by the way, going back to my discussion of Streets of Rage 4, is also a way that they brought back the classic inventory type special system. Streets of Rage 4 fucking equips you to the nines to just go in and kick ass. So in this game, you get specials that are effectively screen nukes. But once you deplete all of your specials, you can't use it anymore. Similarly, Streets of Rage 4 introduces star moves, which is different than your special attack. Which,
for the record, other beat-em-ups have had star moves in them forever.
But basically means that you can only use star moves as long as you have stars in your inventory. They are effectively the little police car icon that we had picked up earlier. And the star move, it's not a field nuke. It does massive damage depending on the character you're playing as, because every character has their own signature star move ability. Sometimes it affects enemies in your immediate vicinity. Sometimes it allows you to fucking jettison across the screen like you're doing a screaming guitar solo.
I don't like Naven, though.
And Blaze just died of the Crusher Hazard. And Axel just died of the Garcia. Or Jonathan. Actually, I think that's Jonathan. Damn it.
Don't kick Blaze in the face, Axel.
It's alright. Friendly fire damage is extremely low in this game. Friendly fire damage in Streets of Rage 4 can actually be turned off. Which is something they've never let you do in the Streets of Rage classic games.
You sure? I could have swore that was a thing in 3.
No. You had to play with friendly fire, Ryan.
Okay.
And that, honestly, was the characteristic that had taught players for generations now how to play these games. You can't stand on top of each other in these games because you can't hit your opponent, because your attack will connect and cause damage, and also interrupt whatever they're doing and probably cause them to screw up against whichever enemies they're fighting against. Streets of Rage 4 allows you to just turn off friendly fire so that you can go as a two-man army, practically invulnerable, dishing out stuns, massive damage, combo strikes, specials, all while enjoying the safety of not hitting your teammate.
Juggler is finally down.
Crusty jugglers.
The kind of smelly smell that smells smelly.
Got everything from crusty jugglers to unkempt tricks. Oh, is it boss time? Yeah, it's boss time. Alright, so boss time, stage 6. You gotta fight the 2 Wolverines again. Alright, let's go. Do not jump them. It will make them angry.
Interestingly, I've been reading up a bit of BattleTech lore, and apparently the Clan Wolverine is like one of the best is one of the worst remembered clans due to inter-clan turmoil, but it's also like factually one of the best clans that ever came about.
Yeah, that is a common theme with like these origin tribes where our heroes come from. That a lot of times there's division among the community, and that's where he says, "No, fuck you guys! I'm going to do justice." Okay, one of them is dead. God, yeah. Okay, get underneath his Z.
So the strategy here was just spam specials.
Well, they kept killing us. The dying is not good. All it does is mitigate the problem. And in the next part, we are going to die even more while we finish the
More
game
death.
with maxed out difficulty, and we're going to crush through stages 7 and 8 in quick succession in our finale episode. Stay tuned, everybody.
Not so quick succession, but succession nonetheless.